Hey guys, each week after our meeting on Sunday morning, I'm going to send you a quick recap video of what we covered. Then if you missed our time together, you can be caught up and prepared for next week. Obviously, you get the full experience when you're there with the discussion, the insights, everything that people bring to the table as we're going through the process. So it's important to be there, but I know circumstances in life happen, so I still want you to be able to be caught up to speed. I'm providing for you right now the handout that we covered this morning. I will go through it very briefly with you so you have an understanding of what's happening. Also, I have a special announcement at the end I want to let you know about, so make sure you watch this video to the very end, especially if you weren't there this morning. First and foremost, we did our recap. We had guys either stay in the room and talk about it, or they were willing to go outside and stand and talk, or do a walk and talk where they just walk around and do their recap from the week. Next, we looked at our leadership devotion from Joshua 4:1-7. We shared some insights from that passage, reminded each other of the commitment that we made as we started the group. Then we got into our topic for the week, which was looking at the resources that God has given to us. We had some great examples of guys who did the hard work of identifying one or two areas that they wanted to improve, then sharing resources that were hindering them and resources that were helping them accomplish their goal. It was exciting to see. Already, men are experiencing some transformation through the power of God and practical application of what we're doing. We went over next our budgets and we talked finances. Great discussion. We even had some guys identify themselves if they were strong in this area. As a result, there is a lot of resources that are available to this group of people who specialize in this. We talked about Financial Peace University, the importance of getting on a budget. Again, if you're struggling in any way with budgeting or getting your family on a budget, you need to reach out to me. You need to let me know. We have huge resources in the group that were available, and we talked openly about budgeting and finances. It was a great discussion. After that, we talked about the topic of tithing. Tithing is extremely important, especially if you're trying to lead your family closer to Jesus. You need to be following Jesus with your finances. Many times, it's the men who need to step up and say, honey, we need to take this step of faith and start at least tithing 10% or growing up to a tithe of 10%. But if you're going to influence your family and lead them closer to Jesus, you got to start with your bank account, buddy. You got to start with your bank account. So we talked about that. Also, the resources of Financial Peace University. I would encourage you to check out those resources. They teach you a lifestyle of how to get on track with your finances in order to keep following God in this area. We finished up by talking about our preparation for next week. We're looking at other resources that we have. They're again listed here on the sheets. Your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and relational well-being. But catch the connections. It's mentally, it's are you learning? But then physically, are you eating healthy? And are you exercising regularly? It's a combination of both. Emotionally as well, are you stable and are you present? Because you can be present and not be stable, or you could be stable and maybe not be present emotionally with your family or people that you influence. So give yourself a rating in that area. And then finally, spiritually, are you growing in your relationship with God? And finally, relational, are you developing meaningful relationships, specifically with people that are helping you grow closer to Jesus? For next week, rank yourself in every single one of these areas. Honestly, I would encourage you to take some time between you and the Holy Spirit, maybe one morning during your quiet time, and prayerfully ask that the Holy Spirit would show you where you're at in these areas so that you have a good understanding as we get ready to start off next week. After that, I announced that we are going to be doing something unique. Beginning next Sunday, the ladies group is going to be kicking off in the same space at 9:30. We need to be done at roughly about 9:15. So fathers, you can go home and swipe out childcare if your wife needs to come and be a part of it, or we can just make that space available to them. So we're looking to be done around right at 9:15. Ladies group is going to kick off at 9:30. Last thing, but definitely not the least, we're having our first brotherhood bonding experience. It's coming up this Tuesday at 6 o'clock. We're going to be meeting at the Habit restaurant down in Chico. After we get done at, I think the movie starts at 6:50, we're going to be watching the movie Bonhoeffer together. If you just type in or Google Bonhoeffer the movie, there's a trailer that comes up. I'd encourage you to check it out. Bottom line is we want to bond together as brothers, not just on Sunday morning or Saturday night, but also throughout the week. So that's why we're going to have these experiences. there's no pressure for you to be there. It's just an option for us to come together as guys and have a common experience. If finances are an issue, once we just got done talking about finances with our family, don't worry, we have people that have said they would scholarship guys if they're a little financially tight right now or trying to get on a budget. If that's you, just let me know. The money's already been provided. We just want to bless you and get as many guys together to have an experience. So I'd love to have you join us if you can make it for that. I think that's it with what we covered on our Sunday morning experience as we are continually following Jesus to lead and influence the ones that we love and other people around us. I appreciate walking with you guys. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. Make sure you're engaging with your circles this week. Again, at least once on Wednesday morning, another time before Saturday night. Appreciate you guys. Hope I can see you Tuesday night at 6 o'clock at The Habit. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to you later.